Welcome to the Yarn here at the Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, where the number 3 Northwestern Wildcats will be taking on defending champs number 6 Army Black Knights. As Army comes into the game, severe underdogs, 10-2 on the year. How'd they get to this point? Week 2 lost to a Tennessee team that finished 5-7. Which is a bad loss, but still, they had a good year. Lost to number Virginia Tech by 5 points. That was a bad loss to Tennessee by 18, but still somehow gets ranked as number 6 in the playoff committee. 5-point loss to Virginia Tech, but good wins over Michigan State, a decent Navy team, Notre Dame, and then going all the way to the ACC championship game, beating Virginia by 11 points and jumping from 12 to 6 in the rankings. They are led on their offense by Nelson Bynum, quarterback, 4,600 passing yards, 36 touchdowns, 7 interceptions on the year. Good enough for number 4 in passing yards. Number 6 in pass yards per attempt at 11.1. And 10th in QBR at 129.1. Got a good target in Kyle Bird. Wide receiver who averages 20.9 yards per reception. And then on the defense has a solid player in Gary Nelson, who leads the league in sacks, 16 on the year. Offensively, Army is number 11 overall. 6,689 total offensive yards. Number 20 in points scored with 478. Good team. On the flip side of that, defensively, how do we do? Defense. Broke. Oh well. Good defensive team. Good team overall. And let's see how they're going to do. They've allowed only 4,043 yards on the defense, allowed 214 points. That puts them 5th overall. They're going against a juggernaut that is Northwestern. Northwestern has dominated most opponents this year, margin of victory of 85 points over Washington and then 89 points over Penn State. Their lone loss coming from Utah State, losing by 5 to that one, but eventually winning the Big Ten championship, winning by 16 points over a really good Michigan State team. They're led by Heisman winner DeAndre Drone, 4,848 yards of passing, 44 touchdowns, which is good enough to pretty much make him the best quarterback. He is number 1 in passing yards. He is number 4 in passing yards per attempt with 11.6. 6th in completion percentage at 72.1. 5th in passing touchdowns. 6th in QBR with 135.4. Rushing touchdowns behind him is Clarence Bentley. Yet again, the stellar offense has a dual threat. Bentley, 1,400 yards rushing, 20 touchdowns, which puts him 3rd in rushing touchdowns. Has a good wide receiver group. One of his favorite targets is Lee Davison with 20.6 yards per reception. Bentley getting some yardage through the air as well with a combined 26 total receiving and rushing touchdowns. Defensively, Northwestern has one of the higher ranked approximate value players in Rodriguez, the defensive lineman, Rashad Rodriguez. 77 tackles, 9 sacks, pass deflection, and 1 interception. It puts him number 2 overall in approximate value, with Drone being number 6. Their team stats. This is the number 1 offense. 73 total offensive yards, 673 points per game. Only a combined total of 18 total turnovers, 14 interceptions, and 4 fumble losses. This is a team that does not turn the ball over at all. Defensively, they're also number 1, only allowing 172 points, allowing 4,098 total yards. In takeaways, they have a total of 36. So this is going to be a really good team versus a decent team. As Army is the away team, technically, and they win the coin toss, and they want to go ahead and get the ball to start the game. If Matt Lewis for the Black Knights will take it out of the end zone and get a 24-yard return to be 1st and 10 Army on their own 21. An incomplete pass, and a 30-yard rush by Brian Davis. They go 3 and out. 4th and 7, Dominique Kelly, 42-yard punt, 4-yard return by Guzman. Northwestern takes over 1st and 10. Bentley 2-yard rush, 4-yard rush, and then DeAndre Dunn gets sacked for a 9-yard loss. They go 3 and out. 4th and 13, 40-yard punt. Ryan Doherty will get a 20-yard return, and Army will take over 1st and 10 on their own 45. Bynum hands off to Davis, gets a 6-yard gain, goes to the air. Bynum hooks up with Joe Moore, who finds some room and gets to the second level before being brought down, but a holding penalty will negate the pass play, and that stalls the drive. Rodney Brown, a loss of 1. Davis, a loss of 4. It is 4th and 19 on their own 36. 50-yard punt. Guzman punts it. 5-yard return. 1st and 10 Northwestern on their own 19. Drone drops back to pass fade route. Finds Jesse Young for a big gain of 34 and a 1st down. Drone goes back to the air, throws to the other side of the field. Finds his man, Zach Mann, for a gain of 30. And they're already deep into Army territory at the 17. Drone, quick pass over the middle. Finds Mann, who gets a 6-yard gain. Hand the ball off to Hibbert. He gets 7 yards. It's goal from the 4. Hand the ball off again. Clarence Bentley surges, falls for touchdown Northwestern. The extra point is up and good. It is 7-0 Wildcats. 5:38 left in the first quarter. Touchback kick. Army will take over, and they won't do anything with it. A 1-yard loss by Davis, a 5-yard rush by Brown, then a 1-yard loss by Brown. They go 4th and 7, 3 and out yet again. Punt. 37-yard punt, 6-yard return. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Incomplete pass to Turner. 5-yard rush, 3rd down and 5. The ball off to Bentley, who has enough room, stretches out, and he'll get the 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48. Drone hands the ball off. Flags fly as Bentley surges through the middle, and he'll get a 6-yard gain. Penalty is a hold on the offense. 1st and 20. Drone drops back to pass, throws it, finds Trevor Turner over the middle, and he gets hit on a gain of 4 on the play, but there's another flag. Unnecessary by the offense makes it 1st and 35 on their own 27. Neutral zone infraction by Army, and then a penalty by Northwestern. It 1st and 40 Hand the ball off to Bentley. Bentley rushes ahead up the middle, gets hit hard. The ball pops free, and it's a fumble, but he's being trailed by the quarterback DeAndre Drone, who jumps on it and recovers it. It is 2nd and 30. Incomplete pass, and then a rush for nothing. It's finally a punt. 4th and 30. 49-yard punt. Doherty gets a 25-yard return. 1st and 10, Army on their own 44. Hand the ball off to Brown. Brown rushes ahead for a 1-yard gain, and that's the end of the first quarter. Exciting, right? All right. I'm going to share my screen real quick because we're going to do it live with all the rest of the games. As you can see, I have started and have paused the beginning of each game. We're going to do the first quarter start of the UCF versus Virginia game. As we still don't have any points on the board, we have a punt on the play. Virginia drives down the field, kick a field goal. Oh, got a little bit too far ahead. So at the end of one quarter, it's 0-0, and Virginia lead 3-0. We get back to this. No one saw that. You just saw nothing. Second quarter, 2nd down and 9. Nelson drops back to pass, finds Broussard for a gain of 11, and it's a first down. Bynum drops back to pass, finds Terry Neely for a gain of 21, and yet another first down. Bynum drops back to pass, finds Joe Moore for a gain of 8. Travis Smith for Northwestern was injured on the play. 2nd and 2. Incomplete pass. It is 4th and 2. And Army decides to keep their offense out on the field. Hand the ball to Davis. Davis gets a 3-yard rush, and it's a first down as they continue to have the drive going. Bynum drops back to pass, throws it over the middle, and the defender gets there early for a pass interference. It gives it 1st and 10 at the Northwestern 11. Goes toward the end zone, and it's incomplete. Bynum will be sacked for a yard loss. Third down and goal from the 21-yard line. Bynum drops back, looking, fires, and it's incomplete. Oh, sorry, it's completed for a gain of 11, and it's 4th down. And 4th and 9, a neutral zone infraction gets it a little bit closer, but Army decides to kick the field goal anyway, and the field goal is up and good. It is 7-3 Army. They cut into the lead. Northwestern still leads it. Kickoff to the 2-yard line. Guzman takes it for a 12-yard gain. It's 1st and 10 on their own 14. Hand the ball off to Bentley for a gain of 1. Bentley rushes again for a gain of 6. 3rd down and 3. Drone drops back to pass, sets up the screen, and finds Hibbert on the tight end screen, who gets up the middle and gets a 26-yard gain, a big first down. Drone hands the ball off to Hibbert again, and we have a flag on the play as Army is going to be penalized for lowering the head to initiate contact. So helmet to helmet. 1st and 10 for Northwestern at the 31. But false start, Northwestern gets dropped back. Batiste completed pass for a gain of 11. Bentley rushed it for a gain of 12, and they're deep into Army territory at the 13. Hand the ball off to Hibbert, gets a 5-yard gain. 2nd down and 5. Jerome drops back to pass, throws it over to the middle, and finds man. Touchdown, Northwestern. The Wildcats extend their lead 14-3 with 5:18 left in the half. Kick taken from the 9-yard line. Lewis, 21-yard return. Army takes over 1st and 10 on their own 30. They go 3 and out. A loss of 2, incomplete pass, completed pass for a gain of 6, 4th and 6. The ball away. 44-yard punt, 3-yard return, 1st and 10, 25-yard line. Hand the ball off to Maurice Hibbert. Hibbert gets a 3-yard gain, 2nd down and 7. Drone drops back to pass, play action. He's looking, finds Hibbert over the middle, breaks it, and he runs all the way for the touchdown. 72-yard hookup. Drone to Hibbert. The extra point is up and good. Northwestern leads it 21-3. 3 with 2:42 left in the half. Kickoff. Taken from the 7-yard line, it's a 25-yard return by Army, but an unnecessary roughness by Northwestern gives them 15 free yards. So it'll be 1st and 10 on their own 47. Hand the ball off to Brown. Brown gets a 7-yard gain. Complete pass to Brown out of the backfield for a gain of 5, and we hit the 2-minute timeout. Army has it 1st and 10 at the Northwestern 41. Hand off to Brown for a gain of 1, gets sacked on the very next play for a loss of 8, and then they hand the ball off to Brown for a gain of 2, and they will have to punt the ball away. 51-yard punt for a touchback. Northwestern will take over. Less than 2 minutes left in the half. Drone hands the ball off to Hibbert up the middle, gets a 9-yard gain, 2nd down and 1. Drone keeps it for himself, but it's a late hit as Army will give them 15 free yards for unnecessary roughness. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Drone pass over the middle to Mann for a gain of 10. Drone finds Jesse Young, gets a gain of 15. He steps out of bounds. 1st and 10 at the Army 29. Hand the ball off in the backfield for a loss of 1. An incomplete pass. Then a Bentley rush for a gain of 3 brings up a 4th and 8 at the Army 27. Ben Schmidt makes the 44-yard field goal. Northwestern extends their lead 24-3. 39 seconds left in the half. Kick from the 6-yard line. It'll be 25-yard return. Army 1st and 10. Incomplete pass and a rush of 2, and that will end the half. Northwestern leads at 24-3. As we will go back to the live sims, as we will see what UCF and Virginia have going on. Virginia is driving. Fumble on the play. It's a turnover as UCF will take over. 1st and 10, 2nd down and 10. A big touchdown rush there by Sean Brown as the Golden Knights will take the lead 7-3. Virginia gets the ball, 2-yard rush, 19-yard pass, 8-yard pass. We have an injury. Gets sacked. Big 44-yard gain there. 1st and goal. 4th and goal, and they will go for it, and they will score as Virginia takes the lead back 10-7. UCF will get the 1st down on 3rd down. Ball start makes it a lot rougher, and they will have to punt. 2-minute timeout. Virginia has a chance to put up some more points. That's a free 1st down there. Driving down the field, 2nd down, 3rd down, incomplete. Looks like they're missed. Yep, Sean Brown, the quarterback, is injured, and Nick Cook misses the 49-yard field goal to extend that lead even further. UCF has a chance to go down the field and score. 1 timeout remaining, but that holding penalty will kill this drive. 3rd down and 11, flag on the play. Pass interference. Virginia saves it for them. So it's 1st and 10. They're there. 4th and 11. They tie it up at halftime pretty much. Virginia, looking to actually fight. They have 2 timeouts. 36-yard gain. 1st and 10. Interception. And they'll just run the clock out. So at halftime here, it is 10-10. On to UCLA and Missouri. We'll get to the 1st quarter on this one. UCLA kicks it off. Missouri will take it. They will get a 1st down there. Gets a sack. And finally has to punt the ball away. Jack Sparrow gets a 13-yard return. UCLA goes 3 and out in their 1st drive. Missouri playing field position. Bob Vance with Vance Refrigeration. A couple penalties there. A big chop block. 1st and 35. Everyone making penalties. Dumb. 4th and 22 at the punt. UCLA gets bailed out there. Delay of game. 3rd down and 10. 1st down. Another 1st down. Going down the field. Offside. Free 5 yards and a 1st down. UCLA driving, first and goal, and Patrick Haas will punch it in. Missouri driving, and that will be the end of the first quarter. UCLA leads at 7-0. And we do not have a kickoff yet for Alaska Anchorage in South Carolina. But we will go back to the actual game at hand. Time zones and everything. We'll continue the same speed just because there's nobody here. Kickoff. Guzman gets a 10-yard return. Northwestern takes over first in their own 12. Bentley rushes it for 2. Bentley rushes it for 6. Drone finds Davison for a gain of 10, first down. Drone rushes it for a gain of 3. Hand the ball off to Hibbert for a gain of 2, but that gets negated by an illegal formation by Northwestern. Second down and 12. Drone drops back to pass, finds Trevor Turner for over the middle for a gain of 23. Incomplete pass. Drone finds Davison for a gain of 18, first down into Army territory. Drone pass to Turner for a gain of 1. Incomplete pass the very next play, third down and 9. Drops back to pass. He finds Turner again. This one's good enough for a first down, and it is a 14-yard gain, first and 10. Drone drops back to pass, finds Hibbert over the middle, and a touchdown again as Northwestern extends their lead even further, 31-3. 9:55 left in the third quarter. Kickoff taken from the 6-yard line. Lewis takes it for a 22-yard gain, first and 10 for the Black Knights. Brown rushes it for a gain of 15. Brown pass for a gain of 9. Brown loss of 1, third down and 2. Bynum finds Wagner for a gain of 5, first and 10. Nelson rushes it for himself, gets a 5-yard gain. Hand the ball off to Brown, who runs up the middle, gets a 12-yard gain. It's a first and 10. Completed pass for a gain of 8. Brian Davis rushed for a gain of 7. Brown rushed for 7. Brown rushed for 1. It's third down and 2 at the Northwestern 4. As they hand the ball off again, gets blown up at the line of scrimmage for no gain, and Flippy decides to take the points. 21-yard field goal chip shot, and it cuts into the lead, 31-6. 1:55 left in the third quarter. Kickoff touchback, first and 10, Northwestern 25. Northwestern goes 3 and out. Bentley gain of 1 on the play, then gets sacked for a loss of 8, then an incomplete pass. They punt the ball away. Army has a chance to get some momentum here. 43-yard punt, no return. First and 10, their own 39. Bynum drops back to pass, finds Bird over the middle for a gain of 6, and then an incomplete pass, and that ends the third quarter as Northwestern leads at 31-6. Back to the screen share. We'll get to the third quarter of the Virginia UCF game. It's tied up 10-10. And Virginia will get the ball to start the half. Going down the field, complete a pass, a first down there. Another big first down. Another first down. Flags on the play as there's a fumble and a turnover. 15-yard completed and a fumble, but let's see what the penalty is. Holding on the offense's decline, and UCF will take over in good field position. Backup quarterback for UCF has been doing pretty good. He's the one who has the lone touchdown. Second and 9, first and 10. Third down, they get the first down there. Another first down by the skin of their teeth. Third down and 2, hand the ball off, flag on the play, scores a touchdown, and too many men on the field by Virginia. The extra point is up and good. It is 17-10 UCF. Virginia, big pass play there. Third and manageable, gets the first down, a 9-yard rush, another first down. Another big pass play there by Milliken. First and goal, incomplete. Touchdown, and we have yet another tie ball game. This is a great game we have going here. Touchback, UCF gets a chance to drive. Third down, and they're going to be stopped short. It's going to bring up a 4th and 1 as we start the fourth quarter over there. And we'll go ahead and um, screw it. We're going to finish the Northwestern game and then finish all the rest of these. 3rd and 4 by the Black Knights. Incomplete pass brings it 4th and 4. And Kelly, 48-yard punt, 21-yard return by Guzman, 1st and 10 Northwestern. Drone drops back to pass, throws an interception. Army takes over. 1-yard rush by Brown. Brown rushes again for gain of 15, first down deep in Northwestern territory. Brown rushes it for 5. Bynum hooks up with Davis for a gain of 8. Bynum finds Davis again for 4. 2nd down and 6. Hand the ball off to Brian Davis, who gets 8 yards in the first down at the 3-yard line. 1st and goal. Hand the ball off to Davis. Davis rushes in for a 3-yard gain. The extra point is up and good. It is 31-13 as Army has time to potentially make a comeback. Kickoff, taken from the 9-yard line. 26-yard return. It's 1st and 10. DeAndre Drone at the 35-yard line. Drops back to pass. Throws it deep. He finds Trevor Turner. It's a foot race as he walks into the end zone. 65-yard touchdown. And that probably is the dagger. 38-13 with 9:27 left in the game. Army takes over after the touchback. 15-yard rush by Brown. 4-yard rush by Davis. 6-yard rush by Bynum. 2-yard rush by Brown. 2nd down and 8. Incomplete pass. Brown rushes it for gain of 2. Brings up a 4th and 6. And Army punts. Kelly, 39-yard punt. Guzman gets a 36-yard return for only a net of 3. 1st and 10, their own 43-yard line. Bentley rushes it for a gain of 9. False start brings it back 5 yards, but the very next play, Drone finds Turner for a gain of 10. 1st down. Complete pass to Davison for a gain of 5. Back-to-back false start penalties by Northwestern makes it 2nd and 15. Drone finds Davison for a gain of 11, but another false start penalty makes it 3rd down and 9. Bentley, no yard gain, 4th and 9, 51-yard punt for a touchback. Army takes over, 2:28 left in the game at their own 20. Incomplete pass. Bynum gets sacked for a loss of 5. 3rd and 15. Bynum finds Joe Moore for a gain of 20 and a 1st down as we hit the 2-minute timeout. Bynum pass to Moore for a gain of 9. Pass to Wagner for a gain of 15 into Northwestern territory. Complete gain of 5. Complete a pass for a gain of 26, and it's going to be 1st and goal in yard line as Army calls their first time. Incomplete pass. Pass to Bruce the middle for a gain of 9. It brings up goal at the 1. Bynum hands the ball off to Davis, who dives with the end zone, and it's a touchdown. Army 38-20 with 1:05 left in the game, and Army has 1 timeout, and they need a big prayer. They try the onside kick, and they get Army. A minute takes over at midfield. Completes the pass to Moore. Their final timeout of the game. 1st and 10. Bynum finds Brown over the middle for a gain of 31. It's a 1st and goal from the 3. Hand the ball off to Davis for a gain of 1. Hand the ball off to Brown, who rushes it into the end zone. The extra point is up and good as Army cuts into the lead, 38-27 with 31 seconds left in the game. They try an onside kick, and they don't get it as the game will end as Northwestern will go on and win the Orange Bowl 38-27. As it technically wasn't even close, but that last little bit, anything could have happened, but it did not. All right. Let's go back to share this screen. Um, there you go. All right, it is 4th and 1. Drink my beer. Tied up 4th and 1. UCF will punt the ball away, 40-yard punt. Incomplete pass, a sack, incomplete pass, and they will punt the ball away. Backup quarterback going down again, leading the way. UCF, 3rd down. Big completion there to John Johnson for a gain of 4. Uh, Flag on the play. Unnecessary roughness on the offense. Negates the 13-yard pass play there, and they have their starting running back get hurt. So they have their starting quarterback, now their starting running back get hurt. 2nd and 17, 5-yard rush. Another flag on the play. Face mask. Virginia had them stopped, and it's an automatic 1st down. 3rd and 8. They get the 1st down. Touchdown there. Extra point is up and good. UCF 24-17. Less than 10 minutes left in the game. Flag, pass interference has declined. Another flag, holding on the offense. That might kill the drive. Another flag, another penalty. Yep. UCF has can really do some things here. They're trying to run the clock out. Hand the ball off. 3rd and 13. No gain. All right. But they killed a lot of time on that drive. Virginia, less than 4 minutes now. One play, it doesn't matter. Extra point is good, and we are back to a tie ball game, 24 all. Deep kick, UCF has to do something here. 4th down, and they have to punt. Virginia, 1st and 10. Tejada gets the big 1st down. 2-minute timeout. Neutral zone, 5 free yards. Touchdown, Ryan Callahan, 50 yards out to take the lead. Now UCF with the storybook thing here with a backup quarterback in. Their starting running back hurt. And it looks, just their 2 biggest starters. Let's see what they could do here. 6-yard gain, 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts. Another 1st down. They use their first one. 3rd down and 1. Complete pass. Flag on the 33-yard gain. Holding penalty. Yes, it is by Andrew Irby. 1st and 20. Big gain there. 2nd timeout. 3 yards. 23 yards. We have ourselves a chance here. No timeouts left. 1st and 10 at the 19. 3-yard pass. Loss of 1. 3rd down and 8. Drops back to pass. Incomplete. This is for the game right here. 17 seconds left in the game. 4th and 8. Brown drops back to pass. Looking. Completes over the middle for a gain of 3. And that's it. As Virginia holds out and will kneel it down and upsets UCF. What a game. Going back and forth. Hell of a game. And win number 200 for Wick will add you into the group as soon as this game is over with. All right. At the end of the first quarter, Missouri has the ball, but they're down by 7. As we're just going to end the quarter, UCLA scores a touchdown but a 53-yard touchdown by Missouri. We have ourselves a ball game. Unsportsmanlike conduct, 3rd and 20, gain of 26 in the play. As UCLA will continue driving. 3rd down and 8, flag in the play. Illegal use of the hands. That's a free first down. Another flag. Unnecessary roughness. Another gift. Let's see if the defense holds. The loss of 1 and loss of 3. It's 3rd and goal from the 5, and they couldn't hold out as Patrick Haas scores it up. They go up by 10. Missouri needs something. Big player to Goldenberg. 3rd down and 9, makes it short. They go for it on 4th down, and they get it. Missouri trying to fight. Face mask, 3 yards. And they cut into that lead. UCLA's got to do something here. Kill some time. 3rd down, and they get a big play there. 28-yard game, but they have an injury on the play. They're in field goal range. Flag and play, illegal blindside block. 1st and goal at their own 20 at the 25-yard line. 12-yard run makes it 3rd and goal from the 10. 8 yards. They're going for it. 4th and goal from the Missouri 2-yard line. Drops back to pass, and he scores. Ballsy move by Secret, but he knows he has to do it. 31-21. Now we're under 4 minutes left. Missouri has to score on this drive. And they punt it. UCLA can just run the clock out now. 1 timeout remaining. 2nd down and 1. Flag on the play. UCLA hurting themselves. As Missouri calls their final one, and that's going to be the ball game right there. 1st down, 2-minute timeout. Can't stop it. And that will be the end of the game there. As UCLA will beat Missouri. As we go to the final game of the evening. South Carolina Gamecocks versus the Seawolves of Alaska Anchorage. South Carolina goes up early, but it's been pretty dead at this point. Going to bring up a 4th and 1. Oof. South Carolina puts up 17 points in the 2nd quarter. But we have some comebacks here for Alaska Anchorage. Sack there. And Alaska has the momentum. 3rd down and 4. False start kills it. And it brings up 4th and 1. They punt. South Carolina 55-yard touchdown pass there. That's just unfortunate. Kickoff. Alaska needs to do something here. 1st and 10. Legal formation. Interception by Trey Williams. 3rd down, complete pass. What? Oh. They punt it there. Good first down there. Another good first down. 2nd down and 10. Interception. Buck Doolittle. A 47-yard return on that. They take it from the end zone. Another 1st down. Sack. Fumble the ball. A turnover. Alaska staying with it. Incomplete. 3rd down. Gets a big 1st down there. Another big 1st down. Ugh. Can't take that sack. 3rd down and 9. Get a 1st down. All right. First and goal down Alaska. Kickoff recovered by South Carolina, and that's it. The Seawolves put up a fight. All right, that's round one.